morning everyone. Now we're going to discuss the 12 verb tenses. We have the three types, which is present, past, and future. And also we have four aspects: the simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. And when you combine the three types and four aspects, it will form the 12 tenses. Firstly, let us discuss the present simple. And also, we have to follow the formula so you can write using this tense. The form we must follow, firstly, we must have the subject plus verb. Yung verb natin for the present simple ay dapat laging nasa present tense. Dahil present tense nga siya o kasalukuyang nangyayari o tinatawag nating B1. We have V1, V2, and V3. For the B1, those are the present tenses and verb. For the B2, that is for the past tense verb. And for the B3, past participle tense verb. Example of B1, eat, ate, and eaten. Let's have here examples for habits and routines, o yung pangkaraniwang ginagawa o palaging ginagawa o bahagi na siya ng ating buhay. Number 1, I drink milk every day. Number 2, Faith goes to the church on Sunday. For number 1, I drink milk every day. That is the habits and routines. Umiinom ako palagi ng gatas. O yung palagi natin ginagawa or routines or habits. Those are the examples of habits and routines. Now, let's discuss the present continuous. For the perfect continuous, we also follow a form: subject plus am, is, are, plus verb, plus ing. Saan nga ba ginagamit ang am, is, are? Now, so ginagamit ang am pag ang subject ay I. At pag is naman, he, she, it, or pag singular noun. And the last is are. If the subject is you, we, they, or plural subject. Now, let's have examples and alamin natin kung saan nga ba ginagamit ang perfect continuous. We have the three uses of the present continuous. The first is actions happening now, o yung mga kilos na nangyayari ngayon mismo o habang nagsasalita kasalukuyan o nangyayari yung kilos. The first one we have is I am teaching a lesson right now. Dahil ang subject ay I, ang ginamit natin ay am. I am teaching right now o kasalukuyang nangyayari ngayon mismo. Kaya nagamit natin ang present continuous o ang kasalukuyang nangyayari mismo ngayon o habang ako ay nagsasalita. Number 2, we are eating dinner. And the last one, it is raining outside. So number 1, ang root word ng teaching is teach. So number 2 is eating. And so number 3, raining. Because we have the ing. The second use of the present continuous is temporary activities o yung mga gawain na panandalian lang na nagaganap o nangyayari. Pwedeng mangyari sa ngayon or ilang linggo pero may katapusan. And the third use of present continuous is changes taking place now o yung mga pagbabago o nangyayari ngayon mismo. Those are the examples of changing taking place now. TikTok videos are becoming very popular these days. Are becoming. These are the changes taking place now. Those are the examples of present continuous. Now, let's proceed for the present perfect tense. Now, saan natin ginagamit ang has and have? Take note na ginagamit ang has and have for subjects I, you, we, they, o anumang plural o maraming subjects. And on the other hand, ginagamit naman ang has for the subject he, she, or it, o anumang singular na subject. We have the two uses of present perfect. First is for experiences. Take note or always remember it talks about experiences. You don't need to mention the exact time expression You just have to focus to experiences. Those are the examples of experiences. Number 1, I have taught English to many learners. I have taught. So, ginamit natin dito yung have. Number 2, Klein has visited Paris 4 times. Has visited. And number 3, we have 4 movies this month. Let us now move on to the second and last usage of present perfect tense, which is recent actions or events, o sa mga kilos o pangyayari na kakatapos lamang, as in ngayon-ngayon lang. Let's have an examples. Number 1, I have finished my task. Have finished. Number 5, Vril has left her book. Number 6, the principal has instructed her teacher what to do with the new grading system. So, the recent action or events, walang exact o tiyak na oras dito. Let's move on to the next report. Thank you.
Past perfect. Form subject plus verb. Past participle version 3. The first past action when there are 2 or more past action. When we get to the mall, the concert started. Past perfect continuous. Form subject had been plus verb. ing, the first continuous past action. Example, I felt really tired because I had been working all day. He had been waiting for 3 hours when the doctor finally arrived. Future simple. 3 forms. Going to. Be continue plans and intention. From subject plus M is arg plus going to verb. Base example. We are going to buy a house. I am going to practice yoga every day. 3. Angel is going to take a leave from work. B. Present continuous. Fixed arrangement. Form subject plus M is R plus verb ing. Example, I am having lunch with my in-law on Sunday. We are going to Laguna tomorrow. 3. Jonas is giving a proposal to the board members on the 30th. Going to versus past versus present continuous. I am going to see the architect sometime next month. The plan, I am seeing the architect tomorrow morning. Arrangement. Number 2, we are going to get married next year. We are getting married on December 27.
Next topic natin is making prediction, will, and going to. Will, prediction based on knowledge, personal experience. Ito yung mga based on knowledge niya or personal experience. Example, I think the Philippines will win in the 2023 FIBA World Cup. You should watch Pride and Prejudice. I'm sure you will love it. Dito, yung mga yung subject is na-experience na niya na yung sample dito, yung kaya nasabi niyang Pride ay nasabi niyang you will love kapag pinanood mo yung Pride and Prejudice, you will love it kasi na-experience niya, napanood niya din Kaya alam niyang matutuwa siya pag pinanood na din to. Going to prediction based on something in the present. Ito naman yung mga prediction na mangyayari in the present. Ganun. Prediction na lang based on something in the present. Example, look at the sky. It is going to rain soon. Daddy is going to be happy. Yung alam niyang mangyayari. Example, pag binigyan na yung daddy na ng gift, ganun. Alam niyang magiging happy siya. Next, future continuous. Form, subject plus will plus verb. Going action in the future. Ito naman yung mga going action in the future. At 7 a.m., I will be driving to Quezon City. Do you want to join the seminar on Saturday? I can't. I will be working until late. Ito yung mga going action. Yung alam niyang gagawin niya in the future. Alam niyang next na gagawin niya, ganun. Fixed or routine event. Example, I will be staying at Manila Hotel. Ito yung mga routine niya ba? Yung mga naka-fix na ba? Lakad niya ba? Ganun. Routine, ganun. Future perfect. Complete action in the future. Form. Subject plus will have plus verb. By example dito is by October, page will have saved 10,000. Dapat daw sa October, si page is makakasave na siya ng 10,000. Yung mga parang may conditional ba? Dapat sa October na, makakasave na daw siya ng 10,000. Complete action in the future. Next, future perfect continuous. Ongoing action in the future with duration. Ito naman ongoing action in the future pero may duration. Example dito is kahit isa lang bigay natin example. Dito is yung by 6 p.m. we will have been painting the room for 8 hours. Ito naman, by 6 p.m. magpe-paint na sila ng room for 8 hours. 8 hours lang may duration sa ganun. Voice. Dito naman sa voice, meron tayong dalawang example ng voice. The active voice and the passive voice. dito sa active voice. Active voice, a verb is a active voice when the subject of the sentence is the individual or things that is doing or performing the action. Example, I gave the report for the victim. Next, passive voice, a verb is in the passive voice when the subject of the sentence is someone or something other than the performer or the action in the sentence. A common indicator of passive voice is the word by in the sentence. Example, the victim was given the report form by me. So, yun yung dalawang example ng voice, the active voice and passive voice. Next, sentence composition. A sentence composition is the most fundamental and versatile tool available to the reader. Sentence generally flow from the subject to a verb to any object, complement, or modifier but can be ordered in the variety of way to achieve emphasis. We can define a sentence as a group of words that express a complete true consideration following of word. Example, the notorious robber. Dapat daw dito sa paggawa ng sentence, example dito is yung notorious robber. Masasabi mo siya na sentence kapag yung notorious robber is describe mo kung ano nangyari sa kanya. Example, the notorious robber was arrested. The notorious robber was arrested and convicted and put in the prison, ganun. Parang kinompleto mo yung sentence, ganun. Ninescribe mo kung anong nangyari sa notorious robber. Subject and predicate. The sentence consists of two basic parts, the subject and the predicate. The subject of the sentence, a noun or a pronoun, and its modifier. Each is the parts about which something is being said. The predicate is the part that says something about the subject. Although a subject may appear anywhere in the sentence, it most often appears at the beginning. Sample dito is yung subject is lightning, yung predicate is strike. Lightning is strike. Yung sample dito, subject and predicate. Dito tayo sa classification of sentence. We have four classification of sentence here. A declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory. So dito muna sa the verse. A declarative sentence is a sentence that make as a statement. Ito daw yung gumagawa ng statement. Ganun example is police inspector is the initial rank of police commissioner. Gumawa siya ng statement. Next naman is
Future continuous. Sa continuous, ginagamit ito para ipakita ang aksyon o kilos na ginaganap sa inaharap o sa tamang oras. Example, at 7 a.m. tomorrow, I will be driving to Quezon City. Number 2, do you want to join the seminar on Saturday? I can't. I will be working until late. Fix or routine event. Ito yung nakafix na yung oras o action. Example, I will be staying at the Manila Hotel. I'm staying at the Manila Hotel. I'm doing to stay at the Manila Hotel. I'm going to Starbucks. Do you want to bring coffee? Future perfect. Ito yung complete na yung action pati yung oras nakaset na. So ito yung form niya, subject na may will have plus verb plus verb. Example, by October page, we'll have to save 10,000. Future perfect continuous. Ito yung ongoing yung action in the future. O, sa tamang oras o date. May oras o date. Ito naman, by October page, will have been saved for 10 months. Example number 3, by 6 p.m., we'll have to paint the room. Example number 4, by 6 p.m. we'll have to painting the room for 8 hours. Voice. Term of voice when using to describe a type of a verb refers to whether the verb is active or passive report. Should be always be written in the active voice. As most readers find the sentence written in the active voice easier to follow and understand. Active voice. Yung active voice, ito yung kapag ang subject ng pangungusap ang gumagawa ng kilos. Parang yung dito, yung mismo tao ang gumagawa ng kilos. Halimbawa, example, I gave the report form to the victim. Parang binigay niya yung report sa victim, ganun lang. Parang siya mismo yung nagkilos doon. Sa passive voice naman, a verb is in the passive voice when the subject of the sentence is someone or something others than the performer of the action in the sentence. A common indicator or passive voice is the word with the action in the sentence. Example, the victim was given the report formed by me. Sentence composition. A sentence is a form that fundamental or versatile tools available to the writer. Sentence generally flow form of subject to the verb to the any object complements or modified by can be ordered in variety of ways to achieve emphasis. So parang dito sinasabi niya na parang sinasabi niya lang niya pero hindi buo yung ideya o pangungusap. Example na lang dito, the notorious robbers. Parang sinasabi niya notorious robbers o mga kilalang magnanakaw pero hindi niya sinasabi kung sino at ano sila. Hindi kompleto yung sinasabi niya. Parang sinabi niya lang pero hindi kompleto. Yun lang yun. Dito naman sa subject at predicate. Parang dito, ang pangusap ay binubuo ng dalawang bahagi. Ito yung subject o paksa na pinag-usapan o pangungusap na maaaring isang pangalan o panghalip. So, pwede daw dito yung subject isang pangalan o pangalan ng kahit sino yung subject. Yung pwedeng lugar, tao, ganun. Yung predicate naman, ito yung nagsasabi na tungkol sa paksa. Kung sino yung subject, ganun. Sample. Helen work quickly and efficiently. So, the word na predicate is work quickly and effectively. The simple predicate or the verb is work. So, ganun lang yon. Classification of sentence. Sentence may be classified according to their purpose. To make a sentence, a statement. Number 2, to ask question. Number 3, to command or request. Number 4, to exclaim. Declarative sentence is a sentence that makes a statement. Example, police inspector is the initial rank of the police commission officer. An interrogation sentence is a sentence that asks question. Example, have you seen the PNP journal? An imperative sentence is a sentence that gives commands or make requests. Example, deliver this message to the chief of operation. Please carry on me and live effective. An exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses strong feelings or emotion. Sentence classified according to the structure. Classified according to the structure are the 4 kinds of the sentence: simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. A simple sentence is the sentence with the independent clause or subordinate clause. Example, the investigation of the microchips is begin of a person computing. A compound sentence is a sentence that is composed of 2 or more independent clauses, but no subordinate clause. Example, the investigation of the microchips is beginning of the person computing, but it means the end of the microcomputer. A complex sentence is a sentence that contains 1 independent clause at the least 1 subordinate clause. Example, the person who look for success for often find it. The independent clause is the person who often find. The subordinate clause is who look for success. A compound complex sentence is a sentence that contains 2 or more independent clause and at least 1 subordinate clause. Example, the person who look for success often I find, but when he does not know what to do it. Yun lang yun.